Hi everyone, you're welcome to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. If you are returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back here to watch my videos. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to cut and sew these beautiful bumper jackets. If this is something you're interested in learning, keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe and turn on your post notification bells to get notified anytime I upload new videos. So now guys, let's get started. The first thing I did is to fold my fabrics into two. As you can see here, I already folded my fabrics into two. So after that, I'll go ahead and draw a straight line that will serve as my starting line. So guys, I ensure that the fold that I fold my fabrics into is wide enough for my hips, which is the bigger part of my body. I will measure out the length I want my jacket to be, and I will remove 2 from the measurements I measure out, because I'll be adding 2 inches band to the end of my jacket. So now I will mark out my hip measurement, and I will also add 4 inches to my hip measurement because bumper jackets are usually big. The next thing I'm going to do is marking out my shoulder measurement. My shoulder is 14 inches, so I will just mark half of 14 inches, which is 7 inches. Then after that, I marked 4 inches from the middle, which is how I want my neck to be. I went down by 2 inches, which was the depth of the neck. So after that, I'll connect it together. So guys, I just noticed the 4 inches I marked out earlier on would be too much for me, so I decided to make it 3 inches. So I'm marking out the 3 inches here. Then I'll go down by the normal 2 inches that I marked out earlier on. Then I'll connect it together. 2 inches depth and 3 inches wide. Ignore the first curve I made. Remember, I'm cutting out the back piece now, so I'm going to work on the armhole. I will mark out my armhole depth, and I'm just going to join it up to the shoulder that I marked out earlier, and I will just make a curve. So now guys, I'm going to be cutting it out. You will notice I didn't make any shape on the sides because it is a bumper jacket and you need it to be free. Guys, I just remember I did not mark out my shoulder slope. So now I will go down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope and connect it to the neckline. So now to get the front part, I'll be placing the back piece on another fabric like this, and I will just trace it out. I will be leaving 2 inches zipper allowance at the front of the back piece. That will be our zipper allowance because zipper is going to be in front of this jacket. The back and the front piece cannot have the same neckline, so I had to go down by extra 1 inch on the front piece. If the front and back piece is the same measurement, when you wear it, it will start choking. So now I'll be cutting out my sleeve. I'm going to be marking out my sleeve measurements, and I'll be deducting 2 inches from my sleeve measurements because I'll be having a black band at the end of the sleeve, which will be 2 inches long. So guys, there won't be any form of shape on the sleeve. I'll just cut it out straight because of the gathers and the band that I'm going to add later. So after that, the next thing I'll be cutting is the pocket. So on this side, I'll be marking out 6 inches, and on this other side here, I'll be marking out 8 inches. It's 8 inches long and 6 inches wide, and I just went off from the end of it about 4 inches, and I just make a slope like this. So this is going to be my pocket. You're going to see how it will come out by the time I'm done with everything. So this is going to be the pocket for the 2 sides. So now I'm done cutting the pockets and all the pieces that I need. The front, the back, and the sleeves, and every other thing. I just went ahead to trace out everything on my lining piece. So guys, after all the cutting was done, I went ahead to join the front and the back piece together, right sides facing each other. I also stitched down my sleeves to both sides. So after stitching down the sleeves, I stitched it down on the sides by about 1 inch. I did the exact same thing on the lining pieces. So after I've stitched it down, and this was how everything looks like, I did the exact same thing on the lining piece. So guys, I stitched each one separate. So guys, after all the stitching on the fabric was done, I went ahead to cut out this piece of black scrubber fabric that is about 1.5 inch wide, and I'll be placing it right in the middle of my actual pockets and the lining. This is a simple way I will do this because it is a clean way to get it done. So you're going to place it on the slant we made earlier and you're going to pin it down. So after pinning it down, I'm just going to go over to the sewing machine and stitch it down. So guys, this is what it looks like when I'm done stitching. The next thing I'll be doing is to place the pocket right on the front part of the jacket because that is where it's going to be. I'm just going to place them right here as you can see, and I'm going to pin them down at the upper part and also at the side. So after pinning down, I'm going to go over to the sewing machine and hold it down all the way around. Guys, it is done for the both pockets and you can see how cute they look. So after that, we're going to work on the band for the under part of the jacket. For this, I measure out 6 inches. For an adult, you can measure 6 inches, but for kids, you can measure 3 inches. So I usually measure 6 inches of the actual fabrics and usually reduce the black stretchy fabrics that I'll be using. I just ensure that it's shorter than the measurement I have on my dress, so that by the time I join both sides, it's still about 5 inches shorter. So guys, I have added the pieces I just cut out to the side of this black band, and this is what it's looking like. If I measure this band out, it's about 5 to 6 inches shorter than the length I have on the down part of my top, and that is because I want to be able to stretch it out so that it will have gathers. So I'm just going to pin them to both ends. It's not going to be exactly the same thing. It's okay guys, we don't want it to have the same length. We just want the band to be shorter so that by the time you spread it out, it will have a little bit of gather. So I'm just going to place the lining piece right side facing each other like this on it, and our band is going to be in the middle, just the same way we did the pockets earlier. So I'm going to go over to the sewing machine and I'm going to stitch it together. And don't forget to stretch as you are sewing yours. So guys, the next thing I'll be doing is going to be the neck part, and for this I have cut out these folded pieces and it's actually 4 inches wide. I just make a curve at the end of it, so you're going to see how the curve works very soon. So guys, we're going to open up our fabrics again, the 2 pieces again, separate them the right side facing each other, just the same way we did for the band. We're going to place this neck collar, but before I start placing it, I'm going to remove the 2 inches I had earlier on for zipper allowance. So guys, after removing the zipper allowance from both ends, you're going to place the tip of your cuff. The tip will just end at the part we marked out earlier on for zipper allowance, and after that, you're going to pin down the neck all the way around and stitch it down. So now I'm just wearing the lining sleeve into the fabric sleeve. So this is like the easiest way to make your jacket really look neat inside. So now I'll be working on the sleeves. I'll just go over to my sewing machine and I will just fold the end of the sleeves like this to make it neat, because I cannot do that from the inside anymore. So this is what it looks like after I was done. This is my 2 inches band that I already cut out. So the measurement around my wrist is 12 inches. So I will just stitch this down with about 1 inch because this fabric is stretchy. I will stitch it just the same way I did for the lower part of my jacket, so that it will have that gather. So I'm going to place it right on one end of my sleeve, and I'm going to make sure that it's from the back so that I'll be able to stitch it from the outside, and when I turn it over, it will come out nice. So I'm going to go over to the sewing machine, and when I'm sewing, I'm going to stretch it out. So this is what the sleeve looks like after I was done stitching it from the inside, and this is what the front looks like. So for the zipper, I will go over to the sewing machine and make sure I fold my fabrics and line it in to make it neat. And after that, I'm just going to add my zipper to the front. So guys, this is what I had after I was done fixing my zipper. I honestly love the way it comes out. It's really nice. If you find this tutorial helpful, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification bells to get notified anytime I upload new videos. See you in my next one.